I watched my best friend drown in 4 feet of water. I was 3 feet away from him, and I couldn't save him. February 19th, 1945. The water off Iwo Jima was freezing. We were wading toward the beach, third wave. The landing craft had dropped us too far out. Jenkins was right next to me. I could see him struggling.
Graves, I can't swim with this thing.
Ditch the tank, Jenkins, ditch it!
I can't get it off. The straps are...
His hands were shaking. They'd been shaking since the night before. He couldn't work the straps. 72 pounds of flamethrower on his back. 4 feet of water. Might as well have been the middle of the ocean. Jenkins! Jenkins! He went under. Just like that. 3 feet away from me. And there was nothing I could do. My name is Don Graves. I'm 19 years old. February 19th, 1945. We hadn't even reached the fucking beach yet. But this story, it doesn't start here. It starts 48 hours earlier on a transport ship with a letter, a photograph, and a promise I couldn't keep.
I grew up in Detroit. The Depression hit us hard. My dad worked construction when he could find it. My mom, she did her best. We were poor. The kind of poor where you don't go to church because you're ashamed of your clothes. December 7th, 1941, I was 16 years old, listening to the radio with my dad. President Roosevelt came on. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. Next morning, I skipped school, walked straight to the Marine Corps recruiting office. They turned me away, too young, so I waited. 6 months. The day I turned 17, I went back. My mom cried when I told her, but I'd made up my mind. Boot camp was hell. Sergeant Phelps drove us into the ground, but he made men out of us. I thank him for that. After boot camp, they sent me to the Pacific, New Zealand first, then back to the States to form the 5th Division. That's where they made me a flamethrower operator. We got crates of these things on Guadalcanal, early 1944, M2 flamethrowers. Nobody knew how to use them. No manual, no training. We had to figure it out ourselves. 2 tanks of flammable liquid, diesel fuel mixed with high-octane aviation gas, 1 tank of compressed air to push it out, a nozzle with phosphorus matches that ignited the stream. 70 pounds total. The tanks were bulletproof, they told us. That was supposed to make us feel better. There were a lot of good Marines in that division. John Basilone was there, the legend from Guadalcanal. Medal of Honor. He got killed on Iwo Jima, about 100 feet to my right. One day before we shipped out, they brought out a clay model, little volcanic island, shaped like a pork chop. Here is Iwo Jima. This is where you're going. Nobody knew what we were walking into. We'd heard about Tarawa, Peleliu, Saipan. Half didn't make it off the beach. They said Iwo would be worse. They were right.
USS Missoula, February 18th, 1945, 12 hours before landing. Nobody slept that night. Nobody could. 335 Marines in my battalion. 2nd Battalion, 28th Regiment, 5th Marine Division. We all knew some of us wouldn't make it off that island. I was sitting on the deck, trying to write a letter to my mom. Didn't know what to say. So I lied. Told her I was fine. Told her not to worry. That's when Jenkins sat down next to me.
Hey, Graves, you writing another letter?
Yeah, to my mom.
What are you telling her?
I don't know. Nothing, really. Just that I'm okay.
You're lying to your own mother?
Yeah, I guess I am.
You scared?
Terrified.
Good. Thought I was the only one. My hands won't stop shaking. Look,
How long you been shaking like that?
since they told us about Tarawa. You hear what happened there?
Yeah, I heard.
5,000 Marines. 3 days. Half of them didn't make it off the beach. They say I was going to be worse.
Who says that?
Everyone. The officers won't say it, but you can see it in their faces. So, why do you join? The Marines, I mean.
You really want to know?
We got time?
Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941. I was 16, listening to the radio with my dad. Roosevelt came on, said we'd been attacked. Next morning, I skipped school, walked straight to the recruiting office in Detroit.
At 16?
Yeah, they turned me away, said I was too young.
So what'd you do?
Waited. 6 months. The day I turned 17, I went back. My mom cried when I told her.
My dad was pissed when I enlisted. Said I was throwing my life away.
You think he was right?
I'll let you know in 24 hours. Hey, Graves,
Yeah?
if I don't make it, if something happens tomorrow,
Don't talk like that.
no, listen, if something happens, I got a girl back home, Sarah. We're not married or anything, but she's pregnant.
She's... Wait, what?
Found out 2 weeks before we shipped out. She wrote me a letter. I'm gonna be a dad, Don. Can you believe that shit?
That's amazing, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, it is. I got a picture. You want to see?
Sure.
That's her, Sarah. Took this photo right before I left.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she is. I put the picture in my helmet for good luck.
You're gonna make it, Jenkins. You're gonna see that kid.
You think?
I know it.
Thanks, man. What about you? You got a girl?
No. Nobody waiting for me.
Good. Then you got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Nothing to lose.
That's it. They're calling us up.
You ready?
No. But let's do this anyway.
Stay close to me tomorrow, okay? We watch each other's backs.
Deal.
That was the last real conversation I had with Jenkins. 24 hours later, he'd be dead. Drowned in 4 feet of water. 72 pounds of flamethrower dragging him under. The picture of Sarah, still in his helmet, somewhere at the bottom of the Pacific. February 19th, 1945, 8 in the morning, 3rd wave. I climbed into the landing craft with my squad. Jenkins was right next to me. The flamethrower felt heavier than usual. Or maybe that was just the fear. As we got closer to the island, I could hear it. A sound like wampus. 72 pounds on my back. The cold water shocking my system. And that's when I heard him scream. "Graves! I can't swim with this thing!" I turned. He was right there, 3 feet away. Hands shaking so bad he couldn't work the release straps. "Ditch the tank! Ditch it!" His eyes met mine just for a second. I saw the fear. Then he went under. I tried to reach him. Couldn't move fast enough. The weight, the water, the chaos. He was gone. Just like that. 3 feet away. I kept moving. Had to keep moving. If I stopped, I'd go under too. 20 yards to the beach. maybe less. I could see bodies floating. Some face down, some I recognized. Don't look. Don't fucking look, just move. I made it to the beach. Black sand, volcanic, soft. Every step I sunk 6 inches, like trying to run through mud. And then nothing. Silence. No gunfire, no mortars, just quiet. We started moving inland, trying to get organized. I remember thinking, maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe we got lucky. I was wrong. They'd let us land, let the beach fill up with men, and then they opened fire. All at once. Pre-sighted artillery, machine guns, mortars. It was a kill zone. I dove, face first into the black sand. Can't move. Can't lift my head. If I lift my head, I die. The sand. It's in my mouth, my nose, my eyes. Volcanic. Sulfur. Blood. 72 pounds crushing my spine. I'd never prayed in my life. Never been to church. My family, we were too poor for good clothes. Too ashamed to go. But lying there, face down in that black sand, bullets tearing up the ground around me. Nowhere to go. God, I don't know you. I don't know much about you. But if you're real, if you can do what people say you can do, please get me off this beach. Fuck. Okay. Can't stay here. Gotta move. I started crawling, inches at a time. The sand, it was like crawling through quicksand. Every move, I sunk deeper. Someone was yelling, distant, to my left. Over here, shell crater. 15 yards, maybe 20. Okay, on 3. 1, 2. Ah! Fuck! Can't hear. Everything's... my ears. I can't hear anything. Okay. Still alive. Still alive. The crater. Get to the crater. 10 yards. 5 yards. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I made it.
I wasn't alone. Someone else was in the crater, breathing hard, covered in sand and blood.
Who's there? You made it. Jesus Christ, you actually made it!
Martinez?
Yeah, still kicking. Barely. You see Jenkins?
He didn't make it off the boat.
Shit. Tommy?
Sniper on the beach.
Fuck. How many you think we lost already?
I don't know. Too many.
We've been here, what, 45 minutes?
Something like that.
335 of us landed. How many you think are left?
I don't want to know.
We can't stay here. They've got this whole beach zeroed in.
Where the fuck are we supposed to go?
See that ridge? 100 yards up. There's a trench line. If we can make it there...
100 yards? Are you insane?
You got a better idea? We go together. On my count. Ready?
No, but let's do it anyway.
3, 2, 1.
Go! Go! Go!
Don't stop. Keep moving.
They're firing! They're... Martinez!
Go. Keep going.
I'm not leaving you.
Go, Graves. That's an order.
Fuck! Fuck! I ran, Martinez screaming behind me. I didn't look back, couldn't look back. 50 yards, 40, 30. Don't look, don't you fucking look back. I made it. I made it. Jenkins, dead. Tommy, dead. Martinez is gone. We'd been on this island for 1 hour. 1 fucking hour. And everyone I knew was dead. That was day 1. The battle for Iwo Jima lasted 36 days. February 23rd, 4 days after we landed, they raised the flag on Mount Suribachi. I saw it go up. I was about 1,000 yards away. Every ship in the bay let go with their horns and whistles, rockets firing into the air. It was something. But the battle wasn't over, not even close. The Japanese were dug in. 11 miles of tunnels carved through the volcanic rock. Every inch of that island, we had to fight for it. The other flamethrower operators in my unit, they went down one by one. Day 3, Day 7, Day 12. 4-minute life expectancy. Some lasted less. March 6th, I took shrapnel to the leg. Nothing major, but enough to get me evacuated. I was one of the lucky ones. 335 Marines in my battalion. 2nd Battalion, 28th Regiment, 5th Marine Division. We landed on February 19th, 1945. By the time the island was secured, 18 of us walked off alive. 18 out of 335. I was the only flamethrower operator in my battalion who survived, the only one. Out of more than 300 flamethrower operators deployed on Iwo Jima, I was one of the few who made it home. 7,000 Marines killed on that island, 20,000 wounded. The Japanese, 22,000 defenders. Only about 1,000 survived. It was slaughter on both sides.
Jenkins' helmet was never recovered. That picture of Sarah, sitting in a chair with their baby on the way, somewhere at the bottom of the Pacific. She had the baby, the boy. Jenkins never knew, never held him, never saw him smile. I think about that sometimes. That little boy growing up without a father, Sarah raising him alone. And I wonder, did she tell him? Did she tell him his father died a hero? Or did she just say, he drowned? I struggled for years after the war. Nightmares, flashbacks, guilt. Why me? Why did I survive when everyone else died? That's when I found God again. For real this time. Not in the sand, not in the terror, but in the quiet. I prayed once on that beach, face down in volcanic sand, bullets tearing everything apart. God, if you're real, get me off this beach. And he answered. I got off that beach. I survived 36 days. 4-minute life expectancy. But I've spent the last 80 years asking, why? Why me and not Jenkins? Why me and not Martinez? Why me and not the other 317 Marines who didn't come home? Some prayers get answered. But surviving, that's not always the blessing you think it is. My name is Don Graves. I'm 100 years old now. And I think about my buddies. Every single day. Every single day.